During this week in Pokemon Go, we are going to be getting a 10th anniversary celebration event featuring a bunch of Costume Pikachus, and we're also getting a Super Mega Raid Day featuring both Mega Raichu X and Mega Raichu Y. This is going to be the week right after Pokemon Go Fest, and all of the festivities have not stopped. I'm going to be going over all the important tidbits for this week in Pokemon Go in this video. Hey, what's happening everyone? Jinsula here with a brand new Pokemon Go video. I hope your week is starting off really well, and let's get right into it. Alright, so today is the day after Pokemon Go Fest Global, which was, of course, the #1 event of the year. And that means I'm sure there's a lot of players out there who are probably going to want to take a break. But I actually think that would be a bad idea because we are going to be getting some pretty decent events during this week. And on top of that, you're probably going to want to farm up Stardust and rare candies for all of those really good Pokemon that you caught over this weekend. I mean, Mewtwo was the biggest prize. We could get a shiny Mewtwo with Mega Energy for its Mega Evolutions, and you're probably going to want to power up some of those Mewtwo's, and this will be a great week for you to do that. So let's go over the event details for this Pikachu celebration event, and we'll also talk about that Super Mega Raid Day. The special anniversary Pikachu celebration is going to be starting on July 13 at 10 o'clock a.m. and it's going to go until July 20th at 8 o'clock p.m. This week-long event is going to be directly after Pokemon Go Fest Global, and it's going to be featuring a plethora of different Costume Pikachus. In particular, they note that you're going to be able to get Pikachu Rockstar, Pikachu Popstar, Pikachu wearing a safari hat, as well as the World Championships 2022 Pikachu. But there's going to be a lot more Costume Pikachus aside from these four, and we'll talk more about those later. Now, for this event, they're actually going to be doing something quite interesting. They're going to be splitting up all the different Costume Pikachus into 3 different what they call celebrations. Celebration 1 is going to be from July 13 at 10 o'clock a.m. until July 15 at 10 o'clock a.m. Celebration 2 is going to be from July 15 until July 18 at 10 o'clock a.m. And then finally, Celebration 3 is going to close out this event from July 18 at 10 o'clock a.m. until July 20th at 8 o'clock p.m. And I believe these are all local times. During these 3 celebrations, different field research tasks are going to award you with different Costume Pikachus, and they did not reveal which each celebration is going to contain. My guess is that certain Pikachus that are considered quite rare are going to be featured within these celebrations. So if there's a particular one that you are looking for, make sure you keep an eye out to find out which one is going to contain that specific Pikachu. Now, also alongside these celebrations, we're going to get Pikachu wearing a trick-or-treat costume, Pikachu wearing a winter carnival outfit, as well as Pikachu with a summer flare appearing in the wild. These 3 represent different seasons, and they are also quite popular, but they've also been considered quite common. Now, during this event, there's going to be one event bonus that's going to be available to everyone, and it basically makes it so that every single Pikachu that you see in the wild is going to be much easier to catch. That's pretty much it. But the other bonuses are going to be tied to the Go Pass that's going to be specific to this event. At Tier 1, which is rank 10, you're going to get a bonus which will give you double the amount of candy when you transfer Pokemon and increase the chance for trainers level 31 and up to receive Candy XL for transferring Pokemon. And if you buy the Deluxe Edition, you're going to get 3 times the amount of candy instead for transferring Pokemon, and an even greater chance to get Candy XL when you transfer Pokemon. And then at Tier 2, which is rank 20, you're going to get double the amount of Stardust for catching Pokemon, and with the Go Pass Deluxe, you're actually going to get triple the amount of Stardust whenever you catch Pokemon instead. And then next, let's talk about what's going to be appearing in 1-star raids during this event. First and foremost, you're going to get the 3 different colors of the Dapper Pikachu, which was from Go Fest. I believe it was Go Fest of 2024. And then we're going to get Pikachu wearing a safari hat, Pikachu wearing a varsity jacket, which in my opinion is actually quite good, and then Pikachu wearing an amethyst crown, which I think is actually the least popular out of all of these. And then you're going to see the World Championships 2022 Pikachu, the World Championships 2023 Pikachu, and then the World Championships 2024 Pikachu, which in my opinion is probably the most popular World Championships Pikachu that we've ever gotten. And yes, all of these can potentially be shiny, and they would definitely be considered rare shinies if you were to get them. Alright, so during this Pikachu celebration event, we are going to be getting a Super Mega Raid Day featuring both Mega Raichu X and Mega Raichu Y. Just like with Mega Mewtwo, these are going to be really difficult Super Mega Raids where there's going to be a minimum number of trainers that you will need, and I will say that Mega Raichu is definitely going to be a good Pokemon for you to use. When it comes to electric type Mega Evolutions, we do not have a lot of options, and for the time being, this is definitely going to be the absolute best one that you can have. I actually believe it's Mega Raichu Y that might be slightly better than X. I could be wrong, it's one or the other, but regardless, you should farm the energy for both of them because they're both going to be good in certain aspects. And yeah, let's go over the details for this raid day. Raichu Super Mega Raid Day is going to be happening on July 18 from 2 o'clock p.m. to 5 o'clock p.m. local time. You'll be able to get Mega Raichu X as well as Mega Raichu Y for the very first time through this event. Now, these are going to be the event bonuses during this Super Mega Raid Day. First and foremost, we're going to be able to get Super Mega Raids, which is a new kind of raid battle that is a lot more difficult compared to usual, so you will want to make sure you go with a lot more trainers than you typically would. You're also going to be able to get 6 free raid passes from spinning gym photo discs, and an increased chance of getting shiny Raichu from Super Mega Raids. They're also going to be increasing the limit of remote raids you can do up to 20, and any Raichu that you get from Super Mega Raids is going to have Mega Level 1 unlocked. There's also going to be an event ticket which you can purchase during this event, and it's going to give you up to 14 raid passes from spinning gym photo discs, and you're going to get an increased chance to get Rare Candy XL from raid battles. And every Super Mega Raid that you complete is going to give you 5,000 more experience, as well as 5,000 more Stardust. This is actually a pretty decent ticket if you're looking to go all out, because on top of you getting your money's worth of raid passes, you will also get increased Rare Candy XL, which is actually a pretty decent bonus. Okay, now let's switch gears and talk about what's going to be happening during the week in terms of the weekly content, starting with Dynamax battles. And I will say this is a week where you're definitely going to want to complete some max battles, specifically because between July 13 and July 19, we're going to get the Pokemon Dino in Dynamax battles, which is definitely a big one. This is going to be a really solid Pokemon for max battles, and you do not want to miss out on it. And also coinciding with this, you're going to see the following Pokemon in 5-star raids. Actually, until tomorrow, we're going to have Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres, but then afterwards, we're going to have Kyogre. Kyogre is a really solid raid Pokemon, and you will want to farm up the primal energy for it in the future, because if you get yourself a 100% IV, it is definitely worth farming up. And coinciding with Kyogre, we're going to have Mega Sceptile in Mega Evolution raids, and this is actually a Mega Evolution that is a direct counter to Kyogre. So if you want a solid Pokemon for those raids, then yeah, make sure you get some Mega Energy for Mega Sceptile. And then also in 5-star Shadow Legendary raids, we're going to have Shadow Palkia, which is a really solid Shadow Legendary, and you do not want to miss out on that. Alright, and that leaves us with what's going to be active within the Go Battle League. So until this Tuesday, July 14, we're going to continue to have the Open Ultra League along with the Fantasy Cup Ultra League Edition. And then afterwards, for the rest of the week, we're going to have the Open Master League along with the Retro Cup Great League Edition. And for the Master League and the Retro Cup, you're going to get 4 times the amount of Stardust from the win rewards. So that is definitely a way for you to collect some Stardust during this week. Alright, there you go. This is everything that's happening this week in Pokemon Go, and I will say it is going to be a pretty fun week. I feel like the week right after Pokemon Go Fest is usually when I see a lot of people take breaks. I think this is one of those weeks where you will actually want to play a lot, kind of keep the momentum going from Pokemon Go Fest, mainly because it's a great opportunity for you to get some new Mega Evolutions on top of the ones we just got, and you're also going to be able to get a lot of resources. So yeah, definitely take advantage of that and grind it out, especially because I'm sure some of you have used your golden bottle caps that you recently got, and you'll probably want to start that hyper training right away. But that's going to be it for this video. Let me know your thoughts regarding everything that's happening this week down below. Is there something in particular that you are looking forward to? make sure you share what that is and let's have a great discussion. And if you really enjoyed this video, found it to be informative and helpful, make sure you hit that like button. That would support my channel quite a bit. And also subscribe if you haven't done so already. Make sure you turn on that notification bell so you know exactly when I upload videos. And also take a moment and check out the links in the description below. One of them is to my Patreon page, and if you join my Patreon, you get a spot on my Pokemon Go friends list. So if you want to play Pokemon Go with me, go and check out my Patreon. And that's going to be it for this video. I'm Jinsula. Be safe, have fun, love yourself today, have yourself a great week, and I'll catch you in the next video.